If you're trying to decide between the Eufy S1 Pro versus Momcozy M9 wearable breast pumps, then stick around, as in this video I am going to walk you through the similarities and differences between these two wearable breast pumps so you can decide which one is best for you. So let's get started and look at some of the similarities. Both of these pumps are what I would call a premium wearable breast pump. They both have fantastic suction strength of up to 300 millimeters of mercury. They are both app integrated, so you can use these with an app, which I love the discretion. It means that you don't need to be fiddling around with the controls on the top of your pump while you're wearing it. You can be discreet and use your pump via the app. Also, the app opens up on both of these pumps multiple different functionalities. So let's have a look in more detail about these two pumps. As I said, they're the same in terms of suction strength, but they do have differences in their on-pump features. So the Eufy S1 Pro has a very basic user control panel. If I turn this on, you can see that it has your different suction levels. It has a heat setting, which I will go into in more detail later. But as far as modes, you only have two options for modes on the pump itself. That is a stimulation for your letdown, and then your expression for drawing out your breast milk. And then you have 7 different levels for your suction strength. On the Momcozy M9, on the pump itself, you can see here that you start to have an inbuilt timer. You can see your battery life nice and clear. On the pump itself, you have the options for 3 different modes. So you have the stimulation and expression, the same as the Eufy. However, you also have a mixed mode. And the thing I love about the M9 is you actually have 15 different suction levels. So it really does give you more control about fine-tuning a suction level that works best for you. So as I mentioned though, both of these come with app integration, and inside the app you have on the Eufy 4 pre-built pumping modes that you can choose from. On the Momcozy M9 there are only 2 modes. However, both pumps have the option to create your own pumping modes that work for you. So both have the option to choose your different speed cycles from a low, medium or high. Both have options to turn your pumps on and off. You can adjust your suction strength or your suction levels within the pump. The one thing though that I will mention now is the heat setting on the Eufy. Now this is unique to the Eufy. It comes with a heat mode. So what that means is this top half of your pump inside, you can kind of see it with a bit of the ripples, is a heating pad element. Now this is to help increase flow and prevent clogs. So it's actually a really great inbuilt feature. You do not need this. If you feel it's worth the premium, then absolutely, I love that it's inbuilt. Most pumping mums are fine without it, but it is a really nice feature to have. You can also use it without it quite efficiently, or you can look at getting a separate lactation massager which has a heating element in it and use that separately. But for convenience and extra, having it in the all-in-one is a really fantastic feature. Now, this heat setting has 7 different levels as well, all adjustable within the app. It goes from 35 degrees Celsius all the way up to 41 degrees Celsius, depending on what you choose. In the app, you can also set your timer for how long that you want to be having the heat setting on. So it goes from 5 minutes to 20 minutes, and you can set how long you want it on. Okay, so that's the modes and the features. So just to recap, on pump settings, your M9 has a lot more functionality. You also have the 15 suction levels instead of the 7 on the Eufy. However, the Eufy comes with the inbuilt heat function. Okay, let's look at the flanges. Now, they are quite different, as you can see. So this is on the Eufy more your standard looking flange. However, the material on this, it's not a silicone. I don't know exactly what it is. It almost has a soft velvet touch without, it's not velvet, but it's got that kind of feel to it. It's very non-stick, which I love. So you're going to get less friction when you are pumping. It also comes with the 105-degree flange angle. So this is the positioning of your flange, and it's more to mimic a baby's mouth position when you're breastfeeding. This is great because it's designed to help with milk flow. Other than that though, and the heating element, this is a pretty standard looking flange. The Momcozy M9, on the other hand, you have this double fit flange. So it's this extra breast cushioning around on your flange. Now, this is a really nice large one. It's to help with comfort side of things, but also to help get a better seal. So if you can imagine this is sitting around and it's pushing against your breast, there's more opportunity to create a great seal, which helps with your suction and therefore output. It's a really nice soft silicone on the flange bit, and then it has your harder silicone piece to connect it all. Sorry, these are a bit tricky to pull apart when I'm not watching properly. There you go. So it has your harder silicone with the soft silicone on the outside. Now, you can see I've just pulled this apart. What is great about the M9 is it pumps direct to a bottle. Now, with your kit, it comes with a lid, so you can easily store your pumped milk. There is no need to transfer it to another container like on the Eufy, which you need to pour using the pouring spout into your collection container, or your storage container, sorry. So there's more chance of spills and it being a little bit messy. And again, you have extra container then that you need to wash, opposed to using your bottle directly. That said, there are minimal parts with the Eufy. There's only 4 parts to it for cleaning, which is a lot easier. The M9 has a few tricky parts that need to come apart for your cleaning, which is that little bit extra step. As well with the Eufy, it is steam sterilizer safe, not microwave, but steam sterilizer. So you can boil or you can use a steam sterilizer, which I love. It just makes that a little bit easier. Whereas with the Momcozy M9, it is a boil only for sterilizing. So they don't recommend using a steam sterilizer. You could though use a sterilizing solution like a Milton tablets to make that process easier. Both are a 5-ounce storage capacity. Now, in terms of battery and how long your pump will last off a single charge. Now, with the M9, this actually has a decent battery life. So it's 150 minutes off a single charge, which is great for everyday use. And then once you're finished, you can easily pop it onto charge. The Eufy, however, the S1 Pro specifically, comes with this really awesome chargeable case. Now this is really unique. You can see at the back here, it is charged via USB. And when you pop your pump inside, there's a magnetic charging port, and you can see this one's on, and this will charge your pumps for you. So using the charging case, your pumps will last up to 5 days of use. So that's huge. All you have to do when you finish pumping is pop it back into your storage case for charging. Really simple, really easy, and I really love that this is a really nice slim lined profile carry case. It would easily fit into a diaper bag or a pumping bag. It's not huge by any means, but it also still has enough storage space for all your spares. The Momcozy M9 also comes with a carry case. It's a hard shell. It's not chargeable, but it does have plenty of room for all your extras and to keep your pumps safe. So it's still a nice bonus, but it is not a charging case, and it is a lot bulkier than the Eufy. In terms of noise, now both these pumps are really quite quiet. I'll turn them on and I'll put them both up to the top settings so you can hear how loud they actually are. Now the M9 is slightly louder at 48 dB versus the Eufy, which is 46 dB. Pretty minimal in terms of noise difference, but there is a slight advantage with the Eufy. Both of these, you will hear them in a completely silent room, but with a bit of background noise, both are quite discreet. So overall, which one would I choose? Now, the Eufy comes with some really premium features. The heated pad in your flange, so the heating, and the chargeable carry case. And as you might expect, you are going to pay a premium for these. The Eufy is more expensive than the M9. I do love the features of the M9 with the extra suction levels as well as the pumping to bottle. I think that they're great for finding a comfort setting. Again, on the comfort, you've got this double fit flange and convenience pumping to the bottle. And it is more affordable. So depending on what you are after, I really do like both of these. I think the Eufy is the winner for me if you can afford the extra price. But that said, both are great with the app integration and the extra features of the M9 in terms of comfort and functionality, I think still make this a really great pump. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Cheers.